Hey everybody, Bob Finelli, kinesiologist, exercise physiologist, rehab therapist. Welcome back. And today I'm going deeper, part 2 of the abdominals and the core. So in part 1, we learned all about the abdominals, where they attach, where they live, who their friends are, what turns them on, right? What gets them excited, and what they actually do for you in the body. So now, knowing those things, we're going to say, well, how abdominals could we actually train you? So that we can speak to you authentically, functionally, and so that you can help us prevent an ACL injury, a rotator cuff tear, a blowout of our low back. You can help us lock up the arch of our foot. The abdominals would say, well, based on what you learned about me, here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to actually move your hands, because you remember I attached to the rib cage, and so you're going to want to drive your hands back to lengthen me. You're going to want to drive them sideways over your head. And you're going to want to rotate them behind you. Oh, well, that makes sense, abdominals, based on what we learned last time. The abdominals are saying, also remember, I attach to your pelvis, and your foot, and your femur, and all of those 22 muscles that attach to the femur and 12 to the tibia. They're going to move your pelvis. So you're also probably going to want to be moving that pelvis to get my attention to train me. And what you might want to do is you might want to do all of them together. So you might want to step forward and move me back over your head. You might want to step backwards and move me back over your head. You might want to step to the left. You might want to step to the right. You might want to rotate around behind you, and you might want to cut across in front of you. And go, well, that, of course, abdominals, that makes sense. I can see that move when I hit a tennis ball, for example, or when I have a lacrosse stick. Makes total sense to me. Abdominals will say, yeah, but you're also going to want to lean me to the side, because that's going to get what? My obliques. You're going to want to step right and left. You're going to want to rotate me. See how my pelvis is moving in all three planes. You're driving my hands. Then you're going to want to step with my hands driving to the right. Perfect. The abdominals say, wow, I feel that every time you lean, I feel you lengthening my obliques. I'm going to help you decelerate that motion, get power, and explode you back home. And the abdominals will say, don't forget, my biggest power maybe comes from rotating. Remember when you throw that ball, kick that ball, or hit that ball? You're going to want to do that with me. So abdominals, you mean I'm going to want to step forward and rotate to the right every time when I step right, left, around, around. Wow, abdominals, that makes total sense to me. And the abdominals say, hey, but you got to go both ways, because some sports always have you go both ways. Great. Okay, so I'm going to rotate to the left. Perfect. Abdominals, I can feel you. When I step that way, I feel my pelvis going one way and my rib cage going another. Abdominals, I feel your power. And abdominals, I can understand how if I cut that way and you turn on, you're going to help prevent an ACL tear. I understand that if I rotate you around, you're going to help lock my foot up. I also understand, abdominals, that if I get a lot of motion out of you, that's less than my low back has to do, and you're going to help prevent that herniated disc. And I also totally understand, abdominals, how when I throw that ball and put all that stress and pressure through my shoulder and rotator cuff, that your ability to load and explode is going to help that guy out and take stress off. And the abdominals would say, now you understand me. And I just want to thank you, the abdominals would say, for knowing what I do, how I can do it, and how I can best serve and help you. Because really, that's all I want to do. I want to help you love life. I want to help you dance. I want to help you throw. I want to help you kick. I want to help you run. I want to help you enjoy your life. But to do that, you have to know all about me, what I actually do, and how best to train me.